I just want to live my life. Did a little wrong, but don't forget my right. This is not a song, this is just my energy. I'm trying to find serenity. Okay. I just want to live my life. Did a little wrong, but don't forget my right. This is not a song, this is just my energy. I'm trying to find serenity. Yeah. Love, show it to them and they don't show it back. Hate to see that you the one that's doing it.
So this is a story about an Instagram model who was killed by an apparent stalker. But it comes to find out that the guy did not break into her house. Like, he was actually let in. Could this be a case of a sugar daddy that killed her and killed himself? Now, the name of this Instagram model is Morr. And this is her family speaking out. So I played a video and rolled that beautiful Bing footage.
Family and friends, 33-year-old Janae Gagne was so much more than an Instagram model.
She was special. Just like she had a few million followers, that's all fine and good. But she was a person, and we miss her a lot.
Searching us out to get the facts. Janae was loved, funny, goofy, crazy as hell. I know, and I shouldn't say that about my daughter, but that's my daughter. How this guy found her, I don't know, but me walking in and finding my daughter and finding him committing suicide was just something that a parent should never bear.
She's very cautious about her surroundings. Unfortunately, someone basically was stalking and killed my baby.
Police say Kevin Accordo lived in Florida and did not know Janae. His only criminal record, traffic violations.
Wow. Instagram and OnlyFans model Mercedes Morr was killed by a stalker that killed himself afterward. What do you have to say about this story, Felicia?
I'm gonna let Mystic go first on this one.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. World.
About this Instagram thing and the OnlyFans. I feel like this is why we should be careful who we befriend on any type of social media platform, because you just never know who's out there to get us. And I understand that, once we start getting a little fame and a little attention, we want to start befriending people, but it goes back to getting to know that person. If you don't know that person all the way and you befriend them, you just never know who may be out there, to get you. So I feel like she felt like she was doing the right thing, but at the same time, you have to be careful. So we need to be careful when we befriend someone or think we know someone. We have to, I feel, should do a background reading before we, do anything. It's just like if this person would have gotten a job and you didn't read their background, anything could have happened. So a background reading of any sort, could be a good thing. But by him traveling all the way to where she was at, by them not even knowing, I feel like that by them still not knowing what's going on or how he got there, I feel like, we need to be careful.
Is the internet safe for women, especially like OnlyFans and Instagram models?
Absolutely not. Nothing is safe. Nothing is safe. Even before any of this happened, the world wasn't safe. And before we got the internet, the world wasn't safe for women, females, men, children.
Yep.
Going on in the world forever. We just know more about it because we have more access now
to the knowledge. Yep.
But this is beyond me. Like, I can't even process this. Like I got so many questions. I can't.
Did you know about this story before this?
No, this is my first time hearing of this. You be bringing all the tea to me because I be
Well, I'll be bringing a beer to you.
Okay, you be bringing wine. You have it all. But okay, so let me get this right. Let me try to think this in my head. She's an OnlyFans model. OnlyFans, does that mean she get naked?
I do believe she gets naked. She definitely shows off enough.
Let me just start by saying she looked good. Like I was.
Yes, she's very beautiful. Very beautiful. I was like, oh my God, good Lord.
But but not if it's gonna lead me to that. But I had a friend, kind of same situation. Had this guy that she was actually kind of sort of dating that killed her and killed himself. And her.
What?
Yeah. It's been about 7 or 8 years ago. She was my
Damn.
classmate. And so, I just can't figure out like what in this man's mind made him travel to where she was. How did he get in the house? None of this makes sense to me. Like,
Right. No forced entry.
we'll never know. And then he was still alive when the dad found him. So did the dad kill him?
A lot of people are saying that he may have been a sugar daddy or somebody she was leading on for money.
Very possible, extremely possible.
Because there was no forced entry,
Right. And she may not even know what this man looked like. Because looking at her and looking at him in these photos.
Well, this guy may come from a place of means. And he may have sent her a few $1,000s. Who knows? Maybe, the story this is new. We'll find out the details later.
God, like, I don't know. And we won't. And that's what bothers me the most, that we don't get the end of the story. We never know how this story ends. We never know how that man got in there, what happened, his thought processes. Because it said he didn't know her. So the fact that they're saying that he didn't know her, that means there's no trails that led them to think that he was talking to her. There's
right.
his phone that says he's been texting her.
Right.
Like, this don't add up. None of this adds up.
Right. That's what the internet was saying. The internet brought up the sugar daddy part because of the no forced entry. So the internet, other podcasters were saying maybe she knew him, because how did he get in? But she could have been walking out. He could have knocked on the door. She could have just opened the door. You know what I'm saying? But they're saying like it wasn't like he hit the door when she opened it or anything like that. That maybe he came in some type of false pretense.
And as females, I'm telling you, like, there's a rejection line for this. He could have been walking by and said, "Hey, I need to use the phone." We don't know. Like, that's why I said so many unanswered questions.
Right.
I've always been afraid to reject people because when I was in college, I told a guy no about something and he slapped me. And it was so traumatizing to me that anytime somebody ever addressed me, I've always been nice from that point forward. It's just like not overly nice, but nice enough to say I'm not interested, but I'll still kind of communicate with you. So we have such a fine line that we have to walk in all of these situations. And she may have walked the line and made her lose her life. She may have been thought that this man was nice enough. He may have been mentally ill. What the fuck was he? Excuse me, is this a family friendly podcast? What was he doing?
Adults only. Adults only.
Why? None of this makes sense.
None of it makes sense. All right, Mystic World. Her parents were very strong, weren't they?
They were pretty strong, and I feel like for parents to be that strong, I feel like the reason they were that strong because they were still in shock and them not believing that this is happening. But I feel like later on down the line, it's gonna strike them that this is reality. And I feel for that family, and I do feel like right now they're being strong because it's still a shock to them. But once they start passing that home, later on down the years, it's going to hit them hard. So as of right now, I feel like they're only this strong because they're in shock. It hasn't really hit them yet.
No, it's because, okay, let's just think about their race. Let's think about their nationality. Let's imagine that they're African American people. We are very, very, very emotional. We are very, very...
They were African American.
Right. I just said, well, I didn't know. Like, they could
right.
On Latino. I don't know what they were. They look kind of on the light skin.
Yeah, they look like very light-skinned black folks. Why don't you look this story up after you get done? Have a look at the parents. It was a black man and a black woman.
Yeah, and as I was watching them talk and how poised and how she's dead they were, mentally, I was like, y'all a little too comfortable. uncomfortable with this whole situation to me. But I'm gonna go ahead and agree with Mystic. Maybe they're still in shock. But the normal black parent in shock is, oh my God, my baby's gone. You know?
I agree with Mystic too, but that's only ghetto parents. That's not parents that come from ends.
You think so? Because I've seen a lot
Yeah.
of profile people.
I think so.
Parents
I think so.
that were very irate and distraught by it, losing their kids. But
Those parents came from money. They are executive. You know what I'm saying?
I got
In
you.
their fields. Those are
And also, you know, if you are mentally and emotionally prepared for death, and you know financially, you know, things are where they need to be, you're not as irate because life is fleeting. Everybody's gotta die. So what's the point of being irate about it? You know?
exactly. It makes absolutely nothing happen when you're out there hooting and hollering. It won't bring the person back. God's not going to answer that last prayer.